Namaskar. My name Acharya Vimala and if I have to share some stories that made a difference in my life, huh, yes. First, I tell you one story. When I became a sannyasi and I got posted. That was a very revealing new type of learning from Baba. When I was posted, I was posted as DS and a principal at Bangalore school, Anand Marga school, and the RS brought me to my posting place, and this RS dada also used to be Baba's PA number 2 for a while. Prior to becoming the RS of my region where I was posted. So he brought me, and that was my first posting, and was full of Baba's blessings, and my mind was thrilled that now I'm a sannyasi of Anand Marg and I'm joining my posting, my first posting. Baba had given me the briefings, and I was looking forward to my responsibilities. I was happy. When we reached there, and I received my charge of the task, and I got settled at my place. It was a very humble place in Bangalore. Now Dili's training center runs there, and used to be very small thatched place and open field and all that. And after sunset, nobody was going there. So something struck my mind because this Dada was also in the same city for almost 10 days after placing me at my workplace. He was in the town, and we were meeting time to time, but 10 days he was there in the same place. So something struck my mind, and it was my first posting, so it became a serious issue in my mind. And I was not able to get rid of those impressions that I got from him. I think I had met him 3-4 more times after he placed me there in my workplace, and he started staying in the city and doing his responsible thing, whatever. But we met 2-3 times and encountered, and I asked him some things, and that way. But some of his total impression on my mind was not that good. But he was RS. So I was struck with a question that if senior worker of Anand Marga could be like this, then am I at a wrong place? Maybe this is not the right place to give my whole life. So I was just mentally I was contemplating on this, and 2 3 months later, uh, I ended up in Ranchi in Calcutta for RDS, and the question was still hanging on my mind: is this the way senior workers of Anand Marga uh, should behave? Should be this standard? This was not quite impressive. My dream was different. My expectation was quite high about the senior acharyas, senior avdhutas, that I had seen during my Margi lifetime, and now I was a sannyasi person myself. So there was a big contrast, big gap. It was not about his personal life, it was about his organizational life and his organizational behavior and organizational life, and I became very much concerned. So I was not getting free out of that. It was always hanging on my mind. Not during my sadhana. My sadhana was Baba's blessings, it was all perfect. But after sadhana, most of the times I was thinking, if this is the state of mindset of a senior worker of Anandmar, senior sannyasis, and he was also Baba's PA. So I was caught up with these issues, and I ended up in Calcutta for RDS with this issue on my mind. So the second day of the RDS, Baba's PA asked me that Baba is calling, asking for you. You may go into Baba's room. So I was happy that Baba gave me time. So I was in Baba's room. I did Sastang Pranam and I came very close to Baba's bed, and Baba was looking at me, and I was in front of Baba looking at Baba. To my surprise, Baba directly asked me, "What is the definition of seniority, my boy?" Oh, my God, that was the issue on my mind. Now Baba is asking me. So I asked, I look at again whether I heard correctly. So what is definition of seniority, my boy? I folded my hand and I decided to say, the answer on my mind was, a person who is advanced, elder in age to me, elder than me, will be my senior. That was on my mind. I was going to speak that. And then I said, Baba, the person, then Baba said like this. So I stopped. Baba did like this, looking at me. So I stopped. So Baba said, no, no, no. Then I looked at Baba. Baba says, the person who has advanced sense of responsibility is a senior person in my mission. A person who has advanced sense of responsibility is the only definition of seniority in my mission. Do you understand, my boy? A person who has advanced sense of responsibility, that is the only definition of seniority in my mission. And I closed my eyes, and tears were going out of my eyes. And I said, yes, Baba, I understood. Now you are happy? And then I said, of course, Baba, I'm very, very happy, Baba. So that was a great learning, and I became very, very energized by Baba's answer and Baba's blessing of this kind. And then Baba says, now let us change the topic. I say, yes, Baba. So, do you remember when we met first time? I said, Baba, in this life or before? And the Baba smiled and said, okay, let's talk about this life. Then I said, yes, Baba, I remember. Uh, 1963, Baba, in Patna, there was a DMC, Ananda Purnima DMC, and that was my first chance to see you in this physical form, with this physical body, in this life, and I remember everything. And then Baba started talking. Yes, and you were looking at me with your eyes open, and you were a small kid, and you were seated on the first row. All the children were sitting there, and elders were sitting behind, and you were always staring at me. And what did you think that time? I said, Baba, I thought that I saw you many times in my sadhana already, and you are the same Baba. I said, yes, yes, yes. And then what happened? And then I narrated the whole story. He allowed me. That when Baba stopped his darshan discourse and he rose, stood up, and started walking to the stairs to climb down the podium for going to his car, and everybody started rushing to the pathway, and I was also rushing because we were the children, so we were the first ones to stand in the line along the pathway. And I was just thinking that now Baba will come and I will be just directly encountering Baba very close. But all the senior Margis came, and we, the younger, smaller chaps, we were just pushed behind everywhere, and the senior people were standing, elderly people were standing in the line. So I was looking at Baba through the holes between the people, like that, and Baba was still on the stage, and he was coming down, and I was looking like Baba, full Baba, now little less, little less, little less. And now when Baba was on the ground, I could not see Baba anymore, so I was looking like that, like that. Then I closed my eyes, thinking that Baba will be now walking in front of me, so I was doing like that. And then I felt that something is happening. My eyes were closed, and I felt that something is happening around me. So when I opened my eyes, I saw that people were just like that, and Baba was just standing in front of me. And when I opened my eyes, and Baba was smiling, looking into my eyes, and then Baba touched my cheek like that. And I was just in trance. And then I closed my eyes, and Baba moved on, and people went behind Baba, and I was just what to do. Then I just rushed back to the same place where from I was watching Baba during the DMC, and I told the whole story. I said, yes, that is correct. But we have met, Baba says, yes, that is correct. And I knew, and that is the day that I made you already sannyasi. I said, Baba, that I don't know, but you asked me that when we met first in this life, that's when we met. But then Baba says, but that is not true. I said, Baba, but that is when we met first. I said, no, no, no. Then I started thinking, that was the first time after initiation, I was very young, not full initiation yet, only the Nama mantra. So I was thinking, and then Baba says, every time in your meditation you asked me, Baba, I want to see you, and I was coming and you were seeing me. So we met already before. I said, yes, Baba, that is true. And that is why when you saw me coming and sitting on the stage, you were thinking that this is the same Baba that I saw in my sadhana every day. I said, yes, Baba. So that is how the story began in my life. That was 1963 that I physically met Baba first time. That was in Patna. It is Ladies Defension Hall, opposite of the Patna Museum. There is a small ground and hall called Ladies Defension Hall, and that was the DMC first. I attended first DMC there. Thank you.